This one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now look at him go. 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. A pickup there of 36. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Red zone opportunity. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to go.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Play clock winding down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And the offensive starters for Tennessee.
Earl Thomas is the rangiest free safety in the game. Great reactions, great understanding, and boy, will he strike you when the ball's in his area.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39 now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
I know for us it's fun. And it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's roll. Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. Fresh set of downs here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Here we go. Flex round.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Steps away to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. 19 yards that time for number 19. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And quickly they get to the line. Halfback sent in motion. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So the D-line's going to spread out.
We got 3, fellas. Let's go. 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. 190. 190.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the 1st.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a 1st down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
It went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and throw for it here. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Come on, let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Looking to throw, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Time running out here on the play clock. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
So make it 3 field goals for him now, and this last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
2nd down following the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. That's complete right around the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
He may try and run for this. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You're able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. They'll run it now out of the gun. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a third and 2 more. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Third down and 3.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Let's go! What? Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
And the D looking like they may blitz. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
No. Check. Patriot! God!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Titans are going to have a first. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. Just wide of that left upright, it's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Let's go. Blue, land it. Blue, leopard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Green, 39.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Here we go. White, flex round, flex round. Flex round, flex round. Let's go. Flex round.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And tough starting field position here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles.